Hi, welcome to She Spice. Recently, in a meeting on Club Shay, Katt Williams said that karma is going to find Hollywood elites, uncovering all their obscure dealings. Well, apparently, Katt Williams' forecast was shockingly precise, and ongoing disclosures have revealed a secret side of Dwayne "The Stone" Johnson, one that he had kept hidden for quite a while. Anyway, the shroud has been lifted, revealing his shadowy dealings to the public. So, which obscure side are we discussing? Stay close by to figure it out. Dwayne "The Stone" Johnson, who's known for his wrestling days and his Hollywood vocation, wound up in a gigantic legitimate wreck due to a $3 billion claim. His excursion from the wrestling ring to the big screen is really surprising. You've presumably seen him in motion pictures like Quick and Enraged and Moana, where he's turned into a no-joking matter. He's famous for his acting abilities as well as for being an aggregate ace and a well-disposed person, which fans love about him. However, rocks the SHOCKING part in 2023, his spotless picture got hit with a stunner. He got hauled into a $3 billion claim documented by Transitia Biggers, a previous grappler. This claim didn't simply stir up Hollywood. It caused disturbances in the legitimate world too, in light of its enormous cash guarantee and high-profile nature. Biggers, who used to go by the name Trisha Rakahan, blamed Johnson and a pack of others for plotting to grab her. The claim stood out as truly newsworthy and put Johnson standing at risk. A previous wrestler knocked some people's socks off by suing Johnson and 1,000 others for $3 billion. This rundown of respondents included well-known names like Billy Corgan from the Crushing Pumpkins and baseball star Michael Jordan. Yet the claim about kid allegations left individuals contemplating whether it was genuine or simply a wild case. Biggers said there was this enormous intrigue, including Johnson, his ex, Danny Garcia, and others probably wanting to grab her and her children. The rundown of respondents was enormous in any event, including government regulation organizations and huge stores like Victoria's Mysterious. The claim returns to 2019 and is all messed up for certain celebrities. Biggers guarantees that after her capture in 2019 for screwing with guardianship arrangements, the litigants attempted to kill her children. She said Johnson and Garcia employed individuals to grab her and her children from their home in Tampa Narrows and take them to Miami. She additionally said she got dangers from Johnson and others and was dealt with seriously. When she got to Miami, how could Johnson and the others need to remove Biggers and her children? Well, that is not perfectly clear, and Johnson's been straight up denying it. He and Garcia, through their attorneys, said they didn't have anything to do with it and are anticipating clearing their names in court. The legitimate wreck around the Stones' $3 billion claim enveloped in June 2023, when the claim got tossed out only weeks after it was documented, despite the fact that it was accounted for that the case was excused because of a lack of proof certain individuals guaranteed that it was Dwayne's companionship with the who will be who of Hollywood. Regardless, fans have not avoided uncovering Dwayne's obscure past. There was a re-emerged video that was doing a few rounds on the web some time back where Dwayne Johnson can't quit going wild over about pizza. No one can appear to settle on anything any longer aside from two things: pizza and use and us. However, here's the stunt. This fan indicates that pizza could really be some mystery code language utilized by the FBI to discuss something evil affecting youngsters. You know that pizza, with respect to FBI records, is the term for a young lady. What's more, the fan proceeded to feature a video in which the Stone discusses making a robot that does the unspoken to the youthful for setting in 2017. Dwayne Johnson, the charming and multi-layered performer, shocked crowds when he dove into a fairly dull comedic sketch during a network show. The sketch, intended for comedic impact, saw the cast spruced up as crazy lab rats and given the unconventional test of developing the most ridiculously detestable creation on the planet, while the aim was plainly to incite chuckling. The substance of the sketch addressed a delicate and profoundly untouchable subject. The main researcher in the setup introduced a psychologist beam as his detestable creation, cleverly recommending that it could scale down the Titanic Eiffel pinnacle to a size sufficiently small to fit on a kite cane. The ridiculousness of this creation played into the unconventional idea of the sketch, establishing the vibe for what was to come. The subsequent researcher, with regards to the subject of extraordinary malicious creations, presented a freeze. This gadget was promoted as having the capacity to freeze objects and maybe even individuals in their tracks, an idea that rode the line between dream and humor anyway. It was simply the third researcher depicted by Dwayne Johnson who pushed the limits of parody to an unsafe and awkward spot. Johnson introduced a development that stunned and shocked the two of his kindred researchers and the watchers at home. He presented an evil saying robot, asserting that this machine could exploit 2 times the quantity of youthful individuals as a human much more efficiently. Attracted solid responses from different characters. The sketch's sickening articulations featured the distinct difference between how they might interpret abhorrent developments, which were established in comic silliness, and Johnson's, which wandered into a profoundly unseemly domain. It's critical to take note that Johnson was referring to a definition from Webster's word reference, endeavoring to curve the significance of that mentionable demonstration into a ridiculous and bizarre setting for comedic impact. The sketch anyway lighted a disagreeable discussion among viewers, while parody frequently pushes limits and investigates untouchable subjects. A few fans at home rushed to voice their dissatisfaction. They contended that kids about kid exposition ought to never be made, even in a comedic setting, as it is a seriously delicate and upsetting point. One individual commented on the play, saying there's a big deal that can be entertaining about pee. Someone else composed a kid-emming robot. Who on earth even thinks this is interesting? Who in the world composed this is nauseating? And a third individual added the SNL drama with the stone, and an underhanded robot gets disapproval. This is actually a major buzzkill. Entertaining SNL went too far here, however, that is not all back in 2019. Dwayne Johnson, the transcending figure on the planet of diversion, was enjoying some real success on a flood of pride as a gushing dad to his 3 delightful girls. His web-based entertainment posts were frequently sprinkled with genuine articulations of his adoration and esteem for his little ones. It was a beguiling picture that endeared him to fans all over the planet anyway. In the midst of the charming and endearing minutes, one specific photograph worked up a remarkable contention. The picture being referred to included Dwayne and his then 3-year-old girl Jasmine at a pool. The setting appeared to be harmless enough. A dad girl, holding second by the water's edge, Jasmine, roosted on the pool's edge, was caught in the casing, apparently ready for an energetic leap into her dad's. Holding up arms now, what compelled this apparently common second become a web sensation and cause a commotion was the clothing, or thereof. Jasmine, being only a little child of 3, was not wearing a swimming outfit in the photograph. This apparently honest detail set off a firestorm of analysis and remarks from web-based entertainment clients, and the picture immediately turned into an interesting issue of conversation. The reaction to this photograph was quick and energized. On one side, fans communicated worry about the propriety of sharing such a picture of a youngster in open. They contended that it was fundamental to safeguard a youngster's protection and poise no matter what their renowned Aryan's expectations. On the other hand, Dwayne's allies safeguarded his aim, contending that it was a caring, protective second intended to be imparted to his fans. They accept that the shock was dramatically overemphasized. Furthermore, that individuals were adding a lot to what was at last a family second, caught in time. Some even brought up that it's completely common and not odd by any stretch of the imagination for small children to not wear a swimsuit while swimming in any case, in spite of all that. Dwayne actually appears to be unapproachable, and many individuals guarantee this is a result of his relationship with industry higher-ups, and it appears to be one of these higher-ups is, in all honesty, Oprah Winfrey. Simply a year prior, a video had surfaced highlighting Oprah and Dwayne examining their fantastic designs for what they had daringly dedicated the individual's asset of Maui. We have made individual's asset of Maui that will put cash straightforwardly in the possession of individuals who need it right now. For setting toward the beginning of August 2023, a progression of fierce blazes broke out in the U.S. province of Hawaii, transcendently on the island of Maui. The breeze-driven fires provoked clearing and caused boundless harm somewhere around 101 individuals and leaving 2 people missing in the town of Lena on Maui's northwest coast. The multiplication of the rapidly spreading fires was credited to dry, windy circumstances made by serious areas of strength for a strain red Ion north of Hawaii and Typhoon Dora toward the south. At the time, Winfrey and Johnson sent off individuals' asset of Maui with $5 million each from their own bank jobs In a video presented on Instagram, they requested gifts from others worried about the situation of the fire, torn islands, raised inhabitants with Winfrey, saying, "We value all the help that you can give this multitude of individuals who are calling me and messaging me and informing me and expressing out loud whatever do I do? What do I do? Oh, this is what you do now." The sheer dauntlessness, all things considered, was disturbing picture. This a very rich person and a multimogul. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.